There you go.
Hey,
Thanks.
now we can hear you. Wow, we can hear you now.
Magfest, more like
Kill yourself.
Welcome back to Higurashi. Something, back-to-back mutation. We fucked up the start of the recording again for this second recording session in a row.
It's been a minute. It's fine.
It's
a
epic.
minute and 30 seconds of going to each other is nothing, okay?
Yeah,
It's fine.
no, we didn't start the game yet. How do I... Windows doesn't let me set default devices anymore.
Yeah. I don't
And
know.
It is ruining my
Why
life.
do you think
Why don't you think I don't make like edited gaming videos as often? It's because fucking Shadowplay fucks with me every single time. Either doesn't record my mic, it doesn't record the game audio, it doesn't fucking pisses me off, bro.
I gotta just start disabling a bunch of drives.
Right, okay, we did Red Capsule last time. That's what we did.
Yeah.
I remember. So it's Rena Ryugu.
Oh. All right,
Guess I'm talking again.
let's game. Bitch, you're talking for like 80% of this.
No. Who is this? Who is this?
Keiichi?
Hello. Hello.
Hello? Hello? Welcome to your first night.
Who is this?
I don't know. Okay, Ryukishi?
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. Who are you?
Guys, sorry. We just. Oh, this is you.
Oh, it's Rena and Rena's dad.
This is probably Rena's dad.
Well, goddamn. No, see, I was a little yeehaw for Rena's father, so I think maybe I'd do my JR impersonation. Sorry, we just moved in next door. We're here to introduce ourselves. Pleased to meet you.
Oh my. Someone as young as you moved here.
Rena. No, the line
I see.
Rena.
Welcome. It could be Rena, yeah. What?
What?
Mom, our new neighbor is here to say hello.
Literally, who is this? I think this is Rena? Or
No.
Mom?
Don't yell like that. Thank you for taking the time to come over. They're the Ryugu family. They just moved into the empty house next door. Ah, you're Rena-chan, aren't you? It is Rena. My, how you've grown. Yes, I'm Rena. Thank you for remembering. How? Mom, do you know her? Of course I do. You were living in Okinomiya then, so you probably don't remember. But they used to live next door. So you came back, huh? This village is better than the big city, is it? I don't remember much because I was so small when I lived there. I was so small when we lived here. But I feel this is where I belong. This is very different. Speaking through these headphones is very different.
Yeah, it fucks you up
I
a
hear-
little bit, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And you'll fit right in. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know. There's no need to hesitate. Being unreserved is the rule here, after all. I left my water outside. Yes. Thank you very much.
You want to get your water? You just hit a quick pause.
It's fine.
Okay.
I thought I remember things if I walked around the village, but I still don't remember much. I do recall, however, the vivid breeze, as well as the brilliant greenery. I don't remember the village, but I remember this is my hometown. Maybe I'm just fucked up from last night. I don't know. Red scars still remain on my body. They're hardly visible, and I can't even feel them. I'm sure they'll disappear soon. Now that I'm back in Hinamizawa, sometimes I wonder who I was back in Ibaraki. In fact, I think I wasn't myself from the moment I left. And now, coming back here, I've finally regained my true self. I can hardly remember what I was like back in Ibaraki. Well, that's probably because of the red medicine. The medicine erased all of my painful memories. Maybe that was for the best. I just wanted to be forgiven back then. I couldn't forgive my mother. I can forgive Uncle Akihito, and more than anybody, I can forgive myself. I wanted someone to acknowledge that I wasn't at fault. I wanted to be forgiven. So Oyashido-sama apologized. She told me I wasn't at fault because it was the curse of Oyashiro-sama. That's how I was able to forgive myself. I didn't have to die by tearing my blood vessels out of my body. I think people have to die because they become corrupted. That's why people try their hardest not to dirty themselves all their lives. But I'm still living, despite how dirty I am. I've been allowed to live. Is there still some filth left on me? Or am I all clean? I don't know. The only thing I know is that the me who lived in Ibaraki and the me who's here right now are two different people. I no longer feel the need to take responsibility by ripping myself apart because of the filth. I've got that, like, morning British voice going. I think that's what it is. After arranging some furniture and unpacking some boxes, we finally had dinner.
Dinner.
Although I hardly remember Hinamizawa, my father remembers things very clearly.
Hey, it's me, JR. Hey, although it was around when we lived here before, the Watanagashi Festival has grown huge these days. It's held at the end of June.
Watanagashi?
I've never seen it myself, so I don't know much about it. But supposedly, people let cotton absorb the filth on their bodies and drift it down the stream.
Absorb the filth?
You can wash your filth. No.
You can wash your filth down the stream, huh?
Of course. Humans are sinners. Sorry. Man, humans are sinners, eh?
Uh-huh.
As we live every day, filth piles up on our bodies, supposedly. And once a year, we get rid of the filth by letting the cotton absorb it.
People become burdened with filth and sin by doing something bad. Court sentences can settle your crimes legally, but that doesn't mean the burden of sin, of the filth, will just go away. In other words, human hands can't erase human filth in this human world. The filth is something humans can't get rid of, and that's why we need a god from... That's why we need a god from a different world to do that. That's what I thought.
Rena would fucking love Nurgle.
But I'm surprised to learn about Watanagashi.
Higurashi.
Human hands erasing human filth, and human hands erasing human filth in the human world. Letting the cotton absorb the filth and driving it down the stream. That means it's okay to live in this world. I tried to commit suicide because I couldn't forgive myself. Oyashiro-sama apologized to me and told me to come back to Hinamizawa. And now, here in Hinamizawa, there's this Watanagashi, a ceremony to get rid of filth. This isn't just a coincidence. Hinamizawa is a place to wash away your filth. It forgives sins. It's a place of forgiveness.
Man, it's called a purification ceremony.
I've heard of those before.
Japanese culture is very strict about filth, and you aren't allowed to remain in the spotlight if you accumulate too much. See, that's the reason why politicians and company presidents resign immediately once people find out about their dirty deeds. You must leave the spotlight if you're filthy. And to put it in a bad way, the filth is basically pushed onto something else, and they are held responsible for it.
Someone else. Sins and filth must be removed.
He's just having fun with it, you know. His wife divorced him. He's trying out new shit.
Mm-hmm. That's why people push them onto someone else and then try to get rid of the filth by sacrificing that person. But if that's the case, every time that filth was created, people will try to pass around responsibility for it. That's awfully hideous. It's almost like seeing demons in the human world. That's why they came up with the idea of letting cotton absorb all the filth. By doing so, people can live without taking it someone else. By doing so, people can live without making someone else take on all the responsibility, sins, and filth. Putting everyone's sins onto someone and then killing that person makes that person a sacrifice. Who wants to be a sacrifice? That's why they desperately push their sins around. A purification ceremony is about replacing the human sacrifice with a non-human one. The purification ceremony dramatically changed Japanese culture. Before then, people always believed someone had to become a sacrifice. In other words, even with filth, everyone can live without blaming someone else. Filth can be forgiven by a method other than death. Only an existence higher than humans can forgive them. I was forgiven by Oyashiro-sama and came back to this place. To Watanagashi, the purification ceremony that exists here. Then kind of absorb the filth and drifting it away. There's no need for a sacrifice. I've never heard Ryukishi repeat himself, bro. That's why I've been allowed to live. The filth in me has drifted away, so the me that remains is no longer Reina Ryugu. I'm not Reina. Then, who am I? If I am without filth, without all the icky things, who am I? Who am I? A name vaguely appeared in my head. My new name. That only removes one of the letters from Reina, but I think that's a cute name. All the icky things are erased and forgiven with the removal of that one letter. So my name is no longer Reina. My name is... Reina Ryugu.
My name is... Check the Slim Shady! I love that Rena said, hey guys, I'm no longer Reina. I'm Rena.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey guys, I'm
I removed all the icky things.
no longer Connor. I'm a... Honor.
Alright. Kill yourself.
So I removed all the crap. You know?
Mm-hmm. Don't have a bat.
So Rena just
We don't
moved in.
have... Do we have... We don't have...
No, I don't think we completed that.
117. Don't have a part-time job. Don't have... Whoa.
No.
We have forgiveness. We don't have awareness.
We didn't have awareness.
Information, awareness.
Go to Keiji.
T set on the random and put
Nope.
away.
Left.
We have this. We have T set, but we don't have this. Family move and curse, but we have Ryugu family move.
Yeah, we have this.
Watermelon.
Is Mion? My Mion Gaming?
Okay, I'll get going. Thank you.
I guess I'm Mion Gaming. Don't mention it. Come back anytime, okay? Never mind, I wasn't Mion Gaming. Hi, I'm home. Hey, Uncle Hiroshi.
Hiroshi.
Hey, Uncle Hiroshi. Long time no see.
Hey, Mion-chan. Are you going home? I have to get my clients a ride.
A ride? Ah, you're talking about your realtor business, huh? Love Mion.
The Sonozaki family is one of the largest landowners here in the Hinamizawa area. However, since all the land is out here in the countryside, it just ends up sitting there. Recently, the land owned by the Sonozaki family was put on sale in lots. At the family meeting, some of our relatives...
God damn it. At the family meeting, some of our relatives opposed the idea by saying we shouldn't sell off land that was handed down from our ancestors. But Granny snapped and shut them right up. Some of the unused fields were made into vacant lots and released for public sale. Actually, I had some questions about it too. The Sonozaki family is very wealthy. We have plenty of land as well as money. So why do we have to sell it off? What's more surprising to me is that Granny was the one who came up with the idea. I would have thought she'd get furious if someone even mentioned something like that.
Okay, if you're ever near the station, be sure to stop by. I'll treat you to a cup of barley tea.
Sure, thank you very much. So it might be jobber. So how is your business going?
I'm surprised there are actual city folks who are interested. Do you think... They must be those new... I don't know how to say that. Nouveau rich types that live in a big city, yet also want a house in the countryside.
Well, I guess some people are curious.
There's one family seeking to move here, not purchase a villa. He said he wants to build a studio, so it must be an artist of some sort.
Oh, Keiji. Oh, that's great.
It might be... One of these might be audio. Oh gosh, I better go now.
Supposedly, he planned a tour to show them the lots, and he's the one driving the bus. It should be about time for the tour and explanations to end. He left in a hurry. Hey, can I ask you something? Why did you want to sell our land? You don't like newcomers.
It is audio.
Audio. Ah! I don't like newcomers, and I don't like the big city people either. But the village needs them. It's like ventilating a room.
Is it good for the village to have new people move in?
This is a wonderful village, but the world is changing quickly. In the past, a very small change took 10 or even 20 years to happen. It was such a quiet and unchanging village.
Well, that's rural life. In this village, nothing is different from yesterday and today. It's too boring for me, though.
Ha, but you made a friend, didn't you? Rena Ryugu-chan moved here and you get along great. You told me you were happy that you had a friend your age.
Yeah. Making friends is unexpectedly... Fuck. Yeah. Making friends unexpectedly is fun.
I remember you saying that school is boring when Rena-chan is absent. Do you remember that?
Jesus.
I love voicing audio so much. Are you saying... Are you...
She on camera.
Ah! Are you saying that the good thing about letting... What? Are you saying that's the good thing about letting new people move here?
And no matter how cold it gets, you still have to ventilate your living space. Otherwise, it gets filled with bad air and you'll suffocate to death. You open the window, even knowing the freezing cold air will come in.
Wow. Letting outsiders move here is like ventilating the village?
Sure. It lets fresh air in and gets rid of the bad air like us.
If I bring up the Hojo family, I know Granny will explode, so I won't. But I think what Granny is trying to say includes things like their ongoing isolation. Even now, when she remembers about what happened at the explanatory meeting, she gets really upset. But I guess even she feels that needs to come to an end. But of course, she can't just say she'll forgive them, not when she's at this stubborn age. She can't lose face by openly saying they need to be forgiven. Honestly, I think she's behaving like a little schoolgirl who actually likes a person, but treats them rudely when they're around. Maybe people really do go back to being children when they get old enough. Maybe a tsundere, you know? I'm not just talking about Granny. The same could be said of all the old people in the village. No, maybe I should say the evil around here. That must be what she meant by bad air. There's no use circulating the air in a closed room. Unless you open the window and let fresh air in, the air in the room won't be purified. We don't know if there's actually going to be people moving here. But don't you think you're expecting too much from whomever does?
Just Rena-chan moving here changed you, Mian. Whoever moves here would change this village. If possible, I hope some young and energetic people who have the charisma to lead will appear. They need to be the ones to put us old people away into heaven.
Are you thinking about Gramps?
Damn you, nobody's thinking about him. Here, have the housekeeper put away the tea set on the veranda.
Okay, I will.
Mian! The day Hojo Satoshi disappeared, you came to me, huh?
Yeah, I guess I did.
That is what woke me up. This problem with the Hojo family, we can't just let time take care of it. We have to take care of it ourselves as soon as possible.
But you can't do it yourself. So you're going to have an outsider take care of it.
That's the best I can do.
No matter how bad your hand is, the next card can change the flow of the game. So maybe it's a good idea to draw cards from the stack.
Your generation will be a new wind, Let that new wind come from the outside, and you'll be the wind from the inside. When both winds create a gale, the gust will blow away the stale air from the village.
That's the epitome of leaving your problems to others. You're the ones who started the fire, and you're trying to have your grandchild take care of it?
Oh, don't say that. As the new leader of the Sonozaki family, bring the new wind into the village.
If you're saying that's my job as your successor...
Please, Mian, I'm too old. The only thing I could do now is be despised by you people.
You people.
You people, green hair. The wind
There's
chime
no
sounded
you in that,
quietly.
that sentence.
I know. Gorp. Maybe that's a sign to let us know a cool breeze is on the way.
So that was...
Oh, hey, it's me, a cool breeze.
That was ahead of all the... We haven't even gotten the fourth curse, and this was after the fourth curse. Wow.
Whoa!
Ah! Cut that.
What? Keiichi.
No. We don't have this, and we need the fourth year's curse, so... Which this should have needed, but it didn't, but whatever.
What do you mean it should have needed?
Because we got, like, out of time anyway. Where are we then? We don't have a
keep going
bat.
left?
Oh, we have one more.
No. Maybe exit, save, try C117.
It sounds like dangerously close to like C187, I think.
See what?
C187 is the Christian universe.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
We do
well,
have
here we
C117.
go.
What do you know?
Hey, Nakagawa-kun. Long time no see. Still at it lately? You know that...
No, not at all. It's no fun getting old.
Yeah, you gotta concentrate when you work. Oh, what? You gotta concentrate when you work with clay. If you put it off for a long time, your senses get dull, and there's no point.
Sensei, allow me to introduce someone. This is Major Takano.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me. That's fucking Takano.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you. Thank you for taking time to meet with me today. I truly appreciate it.
I really didn't make time for you, actually. I was told that I could have some good raw sea urchins. Sea urchins are good for you. Did you know? Rich in vitamin A and they're good for your skin. Women like sea urchins, right?
What a banger line. Women like sea urchins.
It's true that sea urchins are rich in vitamin A, but compared to spinach, it's not anything that's worth making a fuss about. Well, none of that matters right now. He just seems like an unpleasant man, so I wanted to criticize him. These men are the directors of the Alphabet Project, who control the funding for the EDA Institute. They are also the people who are in position of being able to offer their opinions to those directors. What?
I have no idea.
Directors of the Alphabet Project control the funding. Also people who positioned to be able to offer their opinions to those directors? What directors? What?
You know, those directors.
What?
To put it in a simpler way, they they are the new owners of the EDA Institute. Although not as much as Uncle Koizumi was, they are also leaders and influencers in various ways. I have to be very careful not to upset them. And therefore, there's no way I would have had the ability to call them in. By using the influence that the Koizumi faction once had, I finally managed to get this chance. Uncle Koizumi, who gave me his full support and made everything go my way, he's not here anymore. I'm on my own from this point on, and I will open up a path. But this stage just doesn't belong to me today. I can't let people who offered me this chance lose face, so I have to wait patiently until it's my turn. My primary objective today is to explain what a prominent research subject the Hinamizawa syndrome is, and acquire an indefinite extension for our research. They only ever think about money, so they aren't even realizing the hidden potential of Hinamizawa syndrome. They don't even recognize that it's worth spending a lot of money on. It's not mere research on the It's rough voicing Takano because her voice is so breathy. I run out of air so quickly.
You gotta train your lungs, bro. Become a swimmer to voice Takano.
I'll have Tim train me.
Yeah! Shout out to Timu.
This is not mere research on the existence of an unknown parasite, but something that may overthrow the basic foundations of anthropology. A Nobel Prize wouldn't even be enough. It won't be easy trying to explain all of that to the men who know nothing about any of it, but I have to. That's why I spent many hours making these straightforward support documents. Sometimes we make documents confusing on purpose because we don't like dealing with uneducated people, but this time it's different. I can't look down on them. I must sincerely try to make them understand. The accessible support documents are there in a huge pile. It feels like we're wasting time eating traditional Japanese food in such a relaxed mood. I want to get to the point and explain to them in detail so they can understand. But there is the saying, luck lies in the last helping. I have to be patient right now.
Boom, boom, boom. We're back to Age of Empires, dude. Sure. To be frank, I thought the Alphabet project we've seen wasn't that good. In the end, it's just been nothing but a sandbox for the old men with their heads still stuck in the Pacific War. Nothing but a sandbox for those old men to craft their dreams of Imperial Japan's revival with money that isn't theirs. Did you know how much public funding was wasted on those delusions?
From what I've heard, there are already prosecutors poking people like Okuno-sensei and trying to pin embezzlement on the old board of directors.
That's what you get for trying to shuck up to those old men. Of course not, none of it can be made public, so I guess they'll be held responsible or demoted in another form. This is what the country gets for letting these ghosts of the war run around freely all this time. Boy, these grilled sea urchins are fantastic!
Well, this is harsh. I realize it's extremely difficult to ask this of you all when you feel that way, but might I have a moment of your time?
Yeah? Hey, you're from the Area Institute, aren't you? You're researching some kind of local disease in Nagano? Nagano or Gifu, right? What's going on down there?
The board has decided to halt the research for military application. The research project itself is to wrap up within 3 years as well. Oh no, sorry, that's still being discussed. Anyhow, our work is scheduled to be shut down within a few years.
Yes, I remember now. The Area Institute had a bad reputation, even among the old board of directors. After all, it shucked up huge funds with barely any inspections. I don't know why, but someone high kept pushing for it for some reason. Because of that, nobody could really say anything about it, and it was left alone. But, you know, that guy loved to flirt around with women, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Is he implying that I slept with Uncle Koizumi? He's insulting both of us. But I held my anger in. I can't let myself be bothered by something like this. Anyway, today I would like to explain to you the details of our Institute's research and ask you to reconsider your decision. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to attend this meeting today.
Yeah, well, I guess you don't give out free sea urchins for nothing, huh?
I explained to them how much the Hinamizawa syndrome mattered while being very careful not to go too fast. I tried to let them know that the syndrome's potential is not limited to the small things like military applications, but is much more meaningful than that. It may explain ideology and religion, and may even shake the very definition of a human being. I took my time to explain as slowly and clearly as possible. I'm not confident that all of it had gotten through to those boorish men, but I'm happy they understood even just a part of it. As long as they understood how much of a magnificent discovery Hinamizawa syndrome really is.
Yeah, thank you, Major. I see.
We would like to discuss among ourselves, so could you please excuse yourself? Yes, thank you. Obviously, they can't discuss in front of me. I left all the documents with them. All I could do now is hope they viewed them favorably. I left the room and closed the sliding door. The room next door is the preparation room, so I was to head there. But I stopped. I shouldn't have done it, but I tried to listen through the sliding door.
Well, I don't know what to say. I feel sorry for everyone on the previous board of directors.
I know how you feel. Koizumi-sensei pushed this so strongly.
I met once with him before when he became founding director of pharmaceuticals. He seemed like a very intelligent person to me.
I guess you just can't win against age. It makes you realize how important it is for humans to know when to pull out.
But it is a fact that this very rare disease called Hinamizawa syndrome really exists. So not everything is a delusion.
I hear the EDA Institute has already succeeded in identifying a disease and developing a treatment. Isn't that enough?
In modern Japan, we have to be careful with things that might make neighboring countries nervous. And military-related issues are the most sensitive ones. So at the very least, we'll erase the fact that research for military purposes has been going on for the past few years immediately.
Is that separate from simply discontinuing the military research then?
Yeah. Even if we stopped it immediately, the fact that this Hinamizawa syndrome was being researched in order to create biological weapons remains. And we should hide the fact no matter what purpose the research ends up being used for. If possible, it would be best if Hinamizawa syndrome just disappears.
That's true. If the disease remains, then sooner or later someone will become curious about it and dig up the hole we filled. I think we should follow the decision of the board of directors, and as soon as the EDA Institute eradicates the disease, we should have them destroy all evidence of the work before disbanding.
I guess that's for the best. It's not even a matter of the Nobel Prize. It's just useless for post-war Japan.
Besides, this disease has existed for hundreds of years, right? And we've made it this far without any problems. From the start, I thought this amounted to little more than just poking around in the bushes.
Yeah, me too. I don't doubt the existence of the syndrome, but Dr. Takano, who discovered the disease, is exaggerating more than a little.
He had quite a unique interpretation of things. First of all, I've never heard of a parasite that's capable of controlling people's thoughts. It's just too much.
If we tried to explain religions with this, then Buddha, Christ, all those people would be, what was it again, queen carriers? If we tried exposing something like that, we'd be attacked by every nation on the planet.
Religion is pretty scary nowadays.
Sure. If there are parasites that live in animal brains, then I guess we can say that there are parasites that live in human brains too. But for them to control human thoughts? That's a bit too unique, you know.
As I peeked through the gap in the sliding door, I became trapped with an unbelievable sense of deja vu. This is my first time experiencing this, but it doesn't feel that way. I don't know why, but the memory is so sad and so painful. Huh? Why, tears? Before I realized it, I saw a very nostalgic carpeted room on the other side of the sliding door instead of a room covered in tatami mats. The room is filled with a small smell of dust mixed with the smell of some evaporated medicine, but it's very soothing to me just the same. And there is my grandfather. His article that he poured his heart into was made a mockery of, and yet he wasn't even allowed to cry. This isn't a delusion. Because within the documents I left with those men, there are a lot of references to the article my grandfather wrote. So I'm not very surprised for my grandfather to be standing right there, explaining it then. So I'm not surprised for my grandfather to be standing right there, explaining it to them himself. Together with my tears from the sight of my beloved grandfather, I watched these men insult and belittle his masterpiece. I've seen this sight before, and the sight should have ended there. But why is it repeating before my eyes? I can only blankly peek through the sliding door at this strange world where reality and illusion overlap.
And the mages are a little strange. And Koizumi Shinsei, who believed in something as ridiculous as this, is a little strange too. But the strangest one of them all is the person who wrote this article in the first place.
It blends together expectations and delusions and looks a lot more like fiction than a thesis. I think that this will be a big hit once it gets published, you know?
You're absolutely right. I have a friend who's the head of a publishing company. I bet I'll love this.
It's not a laugh.
No.
It's not a laughing matter, gentlemen. A huge amount of money was poured into this over the past few years. The worst thing is that the equipment used to gas the villages in case of emergency has already been procured. Our people must never learn about this.
For such a plan to exist is scary enough, but if people find out about this equipment, the whole country will turn against us. On top of that, the cost to maintain this equipment is enormous.
You don't really think it's being maintained, do you? Surely the whole project is some kind of money laundering scheme. What did they say, anyway? If one girl dies, the whole village will go crazy at once? What kind of comic book is this?
Exactly. Someone actually believed such a childish story and put a huge amount of money into this. Now that's crazy. What's truly ridiculous is that someone actually took these documents seriously.
As he said that, he placed the documents down with an exaggerated gesture. Actually, I should say he slammed them down, because the papers ended up scattered all over the floor.
You're too right. Excuse me. I need to use the bathroom.
One of the men stood up and stepped on the papers. And they weren't the papers on the tatami mats, but the ones on the carpet. Right there, I can see my grandfather filled with heart-rending sadness, yet he can't let it show on his face. Grandfather's expression didn't change, yet it seemed distorted to me. I could see the walls of my grandfather's study crumpling and twisting behind him. I jumped into the room. I grabbed onto the man's legs. I don't hate him. No, it's not whether I hate him or not. Sure, I hate him, but that's not it. I just can't forgive the feet stepping on my grandfather's article. Don't step on them. My grandpa wrote these. Please don't step on them.
Sorry?
Those feet are still stepping on the papers. I tried to make them move, but they won't even budge, as though they've grown roots. So I begged as I grabbed onto his legs. I tried to pull the papers from under his feet, but I can't move his feet. I can't pull the papers. Don't step on them. Don't step on them. My grandpa's. Don't step on them. My sobbing echoed in that silent room, just like it did back then.
Ah, yes. A grown adult woman, major of this project, director of an institute, comes to launching in at Mach speed at you to grab your feet. Like, no, don't step on my papers! Yeah, let's give this woman more funding.
Rip.
She's earned it.
Rip. This guy. Rough.
So what, we have... her plan gets rejected or whatever?
What's on here? Do we have Satoshi's awareness of his sins at all?
No.
Where would that be?
I think... No, I think we have this.
He said... We don't know. No, we don't. Because we don't have the top left on there.
But what about, is that what this is? Okay, I guess it is. So we need the fourth year's curse. Which means Sadako's aunt needs to die. Which means we need a bat. Which means Satoshi has
Part-time
to start...
job, footsteps, Satoshi. So what's the one next to it? Awareness of his sins, forgiveness, I think we must have awareness of his sins then.
We could have this. Because does the club...
No, that needs the...
That
Yeah.
needs Satoshi's awareness. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, which this also needs Satoshi's awareness.
Oh, okay. So I guess we can try.
I'm gonna save.
Formation of the club.
Well, because I mean, let's think about it canonically, right?
Yeah, it was formation of the club,
formed the
leave
club.
of absence, and then
Yeah, and then here.
footsteps, probably.
Yeah. You say, this fragment cannot be connected. Alright, cool. Oh my god, Satoshi's voice.
School is the children's world. The values of grown-ups don't apply. I don't know whose voice is this.
It's just neutral.
Children decide their own values and create their own world. So the rules of the grown-up world, of the village, don't mean anything here. Even when the villagers badmouth the Hojo family and try to isolate them, that has no meaning at our school.
Okay, well now it's Satoshi.
No, I think it's she's Mion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
In the children's world, children decide the rules. Rules they think are irrational don't exist here. That's why, as the representative for the children here, I vow that I will never let any irrational rules come into our world. Within the school, no harassment is allowed towards the Hojo siblings. In the very beginning, some boys teased Sadako, but they were punished severely and it hasn't happened since. That's the least I can do to resist the madness of the village. So I hope Satoshi and Sadako both feel that the school is a safe place for them. Satoshi must notice my concern because he often smiles when he's here. However, I never see Sadako smile. Sadako's classmates used to try and cheer her up, but soon after, they decided that it was best to just leave her alone. I used to try to talk to her, but when I realized something, I stopped doing that. I'm a member of the Sonozaki family. To Sadako, I'm one of her enemies, so I'm sure she feels uncomfortable to have me around her. All I can do is watch over her. That's why Sadako is alone in the classroom. That said, Rika-chan is always hanging out with her. Even though Sadako told her she was annoying, Satoshi too is always beside her. These two are the only two who remain by her side. It isn't limited to Sadako, of course. The malicious isolation is still continuing towards the Hojo family. Because their hysterical aunt is so hostile towards her neighbors, there's nobody who sympathizes with her. It's wise to know when there are fights worth picking, and also fights better set aside. If the aunt had even a little tolerance or self-control, this isolation wouldn't have continued. Of course, the villagers were the ones who forced them into that role, even though they weren't related to the issue. But if she had stayed quiet, then it wouldn't have gone so far. The aunt's hostility is one thing, but she's dragging everyone in the family into it as well. The uncle and the aunt haven't been getting along, and he hardly comes home. Both Satoshi and Sadako were forced to live in shame. The aunt vents her stress by harassing Sadako. This was the same too. The aunt is her guardian after all, but Sadako doesn't even try to hide her disgust, so things aren't going smoothly between them. If she had behaved like Satoshi, then she wouldn't have been made into a target. So does that mean the sad life Sadako is living right now is something she caused herself? No, it doesn't. But no matter how much I sympathize and how much I want to help her, nobody knows what to do. An apology won't change the situation. The flow can't be reversed. The fact that the Hojo family is ostracized by the entire village can't be changed. That's the horribleness lurking underneath our lives. The neighbors, the village, and the community. Once they become your enemies, the world can become so cruel. Japanese people have known that since ancient times, which is why we cultivated empathy and an obligation to show courtesy to one's neighbors. No matter who I blame, Sadako won't smile. So the only thing I could do is watch over her and make sure that she's safe when she's at school.
Thank you, Mion.
I love Satoshi. Huh? Sorry, what?
I just want to thank you for being so concerned about Sadako.
Satoshi's so based. Satoshi kind of appears absent-minded, but sometimes he says things as if he can read your thoughts. I try to deny it, since it's out of character for me, but he smiled as if he could tell exactly what I was thinking.
Sadiko's just forgotten how to smile. When she's at school, she can let go of a little tension for a while. I'm sure she treasures that time.
That's basically the only thing this old man can do for her.
That's not true. I really appreciate it.
Stop that. You don't need to say that. Besides, my family is the one who's causing all this grief.
I don't think that way. I really don't.
I'm not good at reading people's subtle cues, but I know for sure what he said is a lie. Satoshi knows that he and his family are being isolated because of the Sonozakis, and he's, of course, aware that I'm a member of the Sonozaki family too. Satoshi is mature, and that's the only reason he doesn't take it out on me. If he had the same temper as his aunt, he would hate me bitterly. Knowing that, the least I can do is not get close to them. But I'm a meddlesome person, and when I see Sadako looking depressed, or Satoshi forcing himself to smile, I have to do something. And that might be even more troublesome to Satoshi and Sadako, though. Maybe... I just don't understand Sadako's feelings. Satoshi.
Why?
Yeah. My family is causing Sadako grief. So for me, a member of that family, to hang around her, is that the right thing to do?
Sure. That's you being you.
What do you mean by that? Are you saying I'm insensitive?
I don't mean that. If this atmosphere itself is... If this atmosphere itself is robbing Sadako of your smile, so only someone who can completely ignore it can bring her smile back.
This old man can't tell if you're trying to compliment him or not. You're mean.
I'm not ridiculing you, really. I just want you to help.
I love Satoshi.
I can't make Sadako smile again by myself. I need someone like you to help me.
But I'm Mion Sonozaki, you know. If I do something insensitive, I might end up hurting Sadako even more.
Sadako is already lonely. Are you going to leave her alone too?
This is the first time Satoshi has asked me for something so aggressively. Sadako is a very important person to him. He's saying he needs my help to make her smile again. But still, no. Maybe he's right. What's going on between the Sonozaki family and the Hojo family is an issue among the grown-ups. We children don't need to care about that. The irrational rule of the grown-ups don't mean anything in our world. So I have to object to the irrationality of the grown-up world using methods of my own. Are you sure Sadako won't feel bothered by me?
She may, at first, but I'll be with you. So, I'll be with you, Mion. So, fuck me. She may at first, but I'll be with you. I'll be with you, Mion. So, she'll open up right away.
You think so? Should we do something after school today?
If we go home first, our aunts may say something and we might not be able to leave.
Okay then, it's simple. Don't go home first.
But if we go home too late, they'll ask us what we're doing.
Let's see. I know! Why don't you join a club?
A club?
Yeah. Tell her you're going to an after-school club. Tell her that you're doing something after school before going home. There are plenty of people who go out after school before they come home. That'll be no problem.
But if we mess up our clothes, our aunts will say,
Okay then, we'll do something indoors. Then your clothes will stay clean.
Indoors? You mean in the classroom? But wouldn't TA Sensei say something?
It's possible to play passionately while not going wild indoors. Contrary to my appearance, I love playing games. I've collected some treasures from overseas, too. Some of those manuals are written in English and are a little complicated, while some of them I just need someone to play with, so a lot of them are just sitting in the storage room.
Do you think Sadako can play those too?
Sure! If you don't know the rules, then you can just make them up. As long as everyone is following the same rules, it's totally okay. I said so confidently, but would bringing games from home and asking Sadako to play with us actually make her smile again? What have I got to lose? Maybe I'll bring one of the board games tomorrow.
Oh, also, Neon, I have something else I want to ask you.
What? This old man is all ears. Kill my aunt.
I am looking for a part-time job. I thought if I could get her a nice birthday present, that might make her feel better.
Oh, see, I thought it was gonna do like the like spooky music,
Yeah.
you know?
Bro.
He's already sent me
I told you, bro. I'm like, if you tell Nick that you like Brandon Sanderson and that you like The Way of Kings, she will scream and blow your fucking phone up.
Okay.
Are we on? Was that 4 or 5?
It was like, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on 4.
Okay. I lost track.
I
All right.
wasn't counting.
So Satoshi requested a part-time job.
So we got Hojo's part-time job, footsteps following Hojo's Satoshi.
I like
Forget-
it.
I think it's this one. Oh yeah, the no footsteps. This is footsteps. So these two, and then we come back and we do this, and then that. Well, we do these two, and this, and this, and that, and then we got this page. These 2 pages left.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Alright.
Footsteps in the 4th year.
You can't connect this fragment.
My harsh and brutal days are still continuing without end. The situation between my aunt and Sadako remains the same. My aunt yells at Sadako for no reason every night. Although Sadako cries, she still talks back to her. So my aunt's yelling goes on and on forever. Sadako's crying goes on and on too. When Sadako sees me, she grabs onto me. She hides behind my back and tries to ignore my aunt's yelling. She always comes to seek my help. Sadako doesn't open up to anyone but me. If I don't protect her, she'll be devastated. That security is something our parents didn't grant to Sadako. I have to be the one to provide it. But every day after day, every time Sadako cries, every day after day, Sadako grabbed onto me while crying yesterday. I patted her head, but along with pity, a different emotion came to me. I wanted to grasp her head and smash her against the wall. An unbelievably devilish and awful emotion.
Shion.
No. I can't think that. No, it's not that I can't think it. I just can't acknowledge that feeling. Since that day, there has been someone else inside of me. That someone is trying to eat me up from the inside and switch places with me. When Sadako begged for my help while crying, that person tried to make me fill out some awful and hateful words that are sure to damage Sadako forever. Leave me alone. Don't grab onto me. Go away. No. I can't. To prevent him from taking over my body, I clenched my stomach and drove him out. I managed to do that. But that wasn't it. That person is coming after me, trying to get back inside of me. I won't let such a scary thing get back inside of me. He knows there's no room to slip into my heart as long as I keep it held shut like this. So he stopped flying and instead is following right behind me. He's waiting for me to let my guard down. When I walk, he walks right behind me. He's breathing down my neck. He follows me everywhere when I try to lie down. He stares down at me. He's waiting for the right moment to jump back inside of me so he can hurt Sadako. It's been so hot lately. Maybe the heat's getting to me. That's why I think things like this.
Smash cut to Hanyu just like sobbing while following Satoshi around.
I'm the only family Sadako has, so I'll have to protect her from my aunt for the rest of my life. That's my eternal duty. The rest of my life? Forever? Do I really have to do that forever? It's only Sadako, but I'm her only family. But it's because of my aunt. Because of the villagers, too. It's almost with Tanagashi. Some irresponsible people are saying that the curse will once again fall upon Hinamizawa.
I love this track.
They're also saying that it'll fall upon me and Sadako for sure. Maybe that's my imagination, but lately the villagers expecting it are giving me especially. But lately the villagers expecting it are giving me especially sharp looks. I feel like I'll be killed on the day of the Tanagashi. Of course, there's no reason why I would be killed. It's just my imagination. Slap, 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 slap. Don't come inside of me.
Satoshi, man!
Bro, you gotta pick your words better.
What the fuck, gay little Satoshi? I knew some shit. I knew we were gonna have a line like that with him talking about the guy coming into him and like being behind him and everything. I've been thinking it the whole time, and I'm like, I gotta try so hard not to laugh or say some shit, but you can't say slap, slap, slap. Don't come inside of me. Oh, Ryukishi, man.
Your alarm's going off.
Manga gamer, better translators, please.
Oh my goodness, your alarm's going off.
Oh, fuck.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. God damn, man.
It was all building up behind a dam, and that just fucking broke.
I think about that time when Tom was talking about his favorite hentai word is plap.
Oh, amazing.
Fuck, dude.
Sadako is my only sister in my family, so don't tell me those awful things. Slap, 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 slap. Stop, stop, don't come this way, don't come this way. The footsteps came right behind me, and the hand touched me on the shoulder.
It's gonna be like Brenna, yeah.
Ah. Oh, Rena.
Don't come inside of me.
Are you okay? Are you? I must have been acting weird. Rena looked worried. Her name is Rena Ryugu. She's a smooth here and transferred to my school. Nobody remembers her, but supposedly she lived here in Hinamizawa a long time ago. In fact, she hardly remembers anything about Hinamizawa either. Since Mion is the only other classmate who is my age, I guess I'm glad she's my friend. She usually carries on happily alongside Mion, but occasionally she shows more feminine consideration. Are you feeling okay? Do you want me to take you to the nurse's office? Do you? Thank you. I'm okay. Do I look sick or something? Yep. Her immediate answer made me realize I wasn't myself. Myself?
What?
Is it about Sadako-chan? Are you worried? No, that isn't it. She knows my problem isn't physical, but a mental one. This is just something I think to myself, but even though Rena seems like a very easygoing person, maybe she's more perceptive than she appears. Since I just transferred here recently, I may not be able to help much, but I can at least listen. Sometimes talking can help. Although she just transferred, she already knows quite a bit about me and my sister, and also about the situation with the villagers. But talking about it won't solve anything. Actually, if I talk about it, I feel like I'd be admitting to my weakness, which might give that person a chance to get inside of me again. You were so surprised just now. That's why I thought something really serious was bothering you. How? Oh, that. Lately, I feel like someone is following me all the time. Thap, 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 thap. I thought it was you. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Base Satoshi.
Footsteps? Following you? Huh? I know those. I know those footsteps.
Satoshi. Huh?
Oh,
Huh? Ah, yes, me, like, ah, here are my schizophrenic delusions, and the least expecting girl looks at me and is like, I've seen them too. Huh?
oh.
Okay. Notice of leave of absence.
Does he have a part-time job yet?
Yes, I was.
Oh, yeah, because he
that was
talked about
that was
it.
here.
Yeah. This is 6.
6.
6! Don't come inside me.
I see. No, you don't need to do that. You're a promising member of the Hinamizawa fighters. We'll save your spot. So you can come back anytime, okay?
Yeah, sweating.
I don't know about that, though. I have no idea when I can come back. I thought I'd resign at least for now. Satoshi-kun says he wants to quit the Hinamizawa fighters. I know very well of Satoshi-kun and Sadako-chan's situation, so I was expecting he might say this. The relationship between Satoko-chan and her aunt has gotten worse, but to the point that it can be considered abuse. When someone from the Child Consultation Center came, of course her aunt behaved herself. Then immediately after, her harassment turned even more vicious. According to the neighbors, the aunt's scolding and Satoko-chan's crying can be heard nightly, and sometimes it goes on past midnight.
Just making sure I sent streaks through the day.
Satoko-chan's weekly physical checkup results are slowly growing worse, and her time to keep her stable by increasing her medication. But unless her relationship with her aunt improved, she's still to go terminal and sink into madness. Although she isn't the type to become deranged, even at the terminal stage, she's the type who holds everything in, harboring her insanity inside. Just like she pushed her parents off the cliff 2 years ago, Satoko-chan may kill her aunt. Thanks to the mountain dogs, the incident was resolved as an accident and Oishi stepped aside, although he's still suspicious. If something like that happens again around Satoko-chan, he should investigate her mercilessly. I can't do anything more about Satoko-chan's environment or changing for worse, so I'm not surprised to hear Satoshi-kun wants to quit the baseball team so he can be with his sister more. Actually, I'm starting a part-time job. That's why I can't come to practice. A part-time job? Is there something you want to buy? Yes. It's almost Sadako's birthday. There's a teddy bear Sadako's been looking at. I want to get it for her. That's right. I remember the birth date on her insurance card. I think it's June 24th. Right after the Watanagashi festival. I see. You're such a good brother. I'm sure Satoko-chan would be thrilled. I hope so. I can tell Satoshi-kun is also stressed out. To him, seeing Sadako-chan being harassed is the same thing as being harassed himself. His stress can be released through moderate exercise, such as with sports, and also with plenty of rest. If Satoko-chan is being yelled at nightly, then it's easy to figure out that Satoshi-kun isn't getting enough sleep either. I don't know what kind of job he's starting, but I don't think he'll be able to vent his stress on it. In fact, I don't like the idea of Satoshi-kun taking a part-time job because he's already worn out in every way. I asked him if he wanted me to help pay for the present, but of course, he declines the offer. It's a present from him, so he wants to earn the money himself. He's taking this part-time job only to earn enough money to buy Sadako-chan's present, so it'll be a temporary thing. If it's for a short period of time, maybe it won't be that bad. While I want to stop him from working because I don't want him to get even more stressed, Since he says Satoko-chan's birthday is near, I don't think I can stop him. Satoshi-kun is determined. If I say any more, I may lose his trust. So I have to accept his leave of absence. Oh, Coach, can I maybe borrow a bat? I completely misunderstood his words. Later I found out he carried that bat to protect himself. I realized that, even then, he was already showing some dangerous symptoms. He believed there would be a fourth mysterious death this year, and that he would be the victim. He became obsessed with the idea that someone was after his life. That is a symptom of Hinamizawa syndrome's terminal stage. But although I was involved so deeply with the syndrome, I was careless. A bat? What do you need a bat for? Satoshi-kun had his own bat. He would have asked if he could take it. He should have asked if he could take it home, but instead he could ask if he could borrow it. When I think about it now, he said it that way to lighten his guilty. He said it that way to lighten his guilty conscience. But how could I have known then? Well, although I can't come to practice, I think I'll have a little time to practice swinging on my own. That's great! Sure, please take it with you, but make sure you do it in an open space, okay? If it won't bother your neighbors, it's good to practice hit a hanging tire. Swinging a bat can relieve stress, so letting him take his bat home will help. That's what I thought. But that was a huge mistake. I realized it's only when things were already past the point of no return.
I just want to know what happened to Satoshi.
Yeah? You think we're building towards it?
Honestly, I still don't think they're gonna tell us what happened to Satoshi.
Yeah?
Like, we have spent this whole fucking game series not knowing what happened to Satoshi. I'm like, he's never going to say what happened to Satoshi. It will forever be left up in the air.
Forever.
All right.
And ever.
That is 6.
A bat to beat her to death
It's required.